And we are live. Welcome, one and all, once again. It is I, Paladin Ashe, here to stream again. Today, once more, we are playing Outer Wilds. And I am taking advice from the person who encouraged me to play this game, my sister, to probably slow shit down just a little bit. As it is, I was kind of blitzing through things. Though, in my defense, a lot of that stuff was kind of stuff that I'd sort of vaguely remember. So, yeah, there is that. But let's get into it. No whammies this time. Yeah, yeah. Chill, comfy vibes. Le Gasp. Um, there we are. Yeah, I feel like that's absolutely essential because that was causing me no shortage of a little bit of anxiety. Time looped games are like that. Majora's Mask, yo, great game. But the water temple is such horse shit. I'm sorry. Ruptured core. Whitehall Station. High energy lab. Oh, so I was never even at the high energy lab. I haven't even been to half these places. Okay, so... And Giant's Deep has a construction yard on it that I have not found yet. Purple. Ah, yes. So it sank into the deep. So, yeah, okay. So it's the one that spins counterclockwise. So I never actually went to the... I'll read the rest of that in a bit. That is pricking my curiosity. I never went to the Lunar Ruins, or at least it was never recognized as gone to. Where are you? No. Ah, there you are. Match velocity, match velocity. Okay, okay, I'm in my suit. Well, that's his ship. I mean, those... Oh, okay. I remember these from the last time I played this game, but I don't remember much of the details. Okay, so it's aligning with... If I make it align with this, that'll align with the sun, right? I really appreciate that they put that into this game, the whole... Yeah, when you're near a tree. So it's some kind of Nomai locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way, but from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something more specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole at Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Oh, that's above. That might be referencing the Southern Observatory. Shove. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be located, or may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow has an ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Kanoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I will begin the construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Ah, okay, so the, I assume that's talking about on Ember Twin. The Eye of the Universe. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant Steep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. Saddens me to posit this, my friend, but I believe this locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up this easily. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. I should check to see if that properly updated the, I think this is called Adelrock, listing. I kind of want to check the ruins on, Hearth. Why are you turning off my light? Okay, so that was the Southern Observatory, and I have been there. Okay, so I see that connection there. Makes sense that this kind of just, like, makes it easier for you to, like, follow what is being put down. Gabbro's Island. Gabbro is lounging in a hammock. Gabbro found a Nomai statue. Gabbro remembers there's more to explore here. Oh. On the... Oh, forgot the thing. ADHD moment. Whatever. To Gabbro's Island it is. Where are you? Oh, water planet of... I see the interloper. Hopefully I got everything on there because I was told by my sister quite literally that I had gratuitous luck. I just like approached that place and just like one-shot it. Without any oh no, this is Brittle Hollow. This is Brittle Hollow. Why am I flying towards Brittle Hollow? Evade. Evade. I haven't even been there. That's Giant Steep. You're Dark Bramble. I'll go to you later because you're kind of ominous, and I know for a fact that there's some shit on there that I don't want to deal with. Okay. On target. I'm on target. I'm on target. I'm on target. Ramming speed! Yeah! Bam! Oh. Not enough. Is this? No, this is Statue Island. That's oh, well, that's the other place, but I've got Gabbro to go to. Where is he? I'm a little bit, there you are. Oh, fuck. high gravity world. Toot! Told there was more here. Look, look, look. It's a Pop-Tart. Look, look, look. It's my phone with probably a spam message. Allegedly more here to see. The only thing that I can think of in this specific space, on this specific island, other than maybe, I don't know, talking to him some more, is this area. And to be perfectly frank, I mean, that's obvious why I'm not going in there. Not really what I intended to do, but... How about... stick you to the tree? Yeah, there's nothing up there. Oh, wow. Come now. Well, okay. I guess we're going into space. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm getting into my shit just in case. That would be so fucking annoying. I won't lie. Yeah, I figured. But there's nothing in there. I don't think. Oh yeah, that's I'm looking right at it. There's nothing down this hall. Nothing worth noting. Let's see. Already talked to him about that. I swear to God, if telling him that's where his ship was part of that. So basically telling him that and also kind of acknowledging that, like, the orbital cannon is operating as should be. What do the legends mean? Like, okay, I see those, I see that. I think that means that more connections will be made. Oh, there's more to explore there. Yeah, but I suspect that I'm very, very near to should be doing that too. I've been identifying anybody. I didn't realize that I was supposed to be doing that. You know what? If I have time, I'm gonna go back to Adelroth. Whoa! Scattering specks. Yeah, I don't really have much time because the interloper's not far, and I'm pretty sure it's the interloper impacting the sun that determines when a cycle ends. Yeah, okay, that is absolutely the quantum moon. I don't know what to do about it because when I tried to, like, interact with it, I couldn't really approach it. It was a bit like trying to, It was a bit like trying to go down that fucking hall in Mario 64 towards Bowser's boss room at the end of the game, where, like, every time you try to, like, run down the hall, you'll basically go, run away from the Sharknado. Eh. has been identified as Esker. Wesker? Where is the interloper? Probably on the other side of the sun. I wonder if I can fly to the planet from here. Probably not. Oh, I have made choices. Let's prematurely end this if we can. Sunshine music begins to play. Like a glove. Look, 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 look. If the world is going to repeat itself every day, then I shall control my own destiny. Flying into the sun is my equivalent of buying all the toilet paper at the beginning of COVID. Okay. Going back to Giant's Deep. I'm gonna see if I can't find maybe some sort of... I'm gonna go back to the statue workshop. Oh. Bam! Oh, that was very nearly. Very nearly. That was very nearly me impacting Gabbro's island. Oh, that would have been a dull, loop. Huh. Well, I found this first. Okay. Yeah. And I know about this place, you know, I've seen so many things. Shop. This is it. We've finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into the orbit around Giant's Deep. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking module. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbit again platform. If I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under that strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum, possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Okay. Yep, I've seen this place in view place. I'm looking at pretty sure this is on the orbital cannon platform. Is there anything more I can use that on? Oh, right there. Shop. I have bad news, Avon. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here. I think I've read this one before. I wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel irresponsible. Yeah, I read that one. Oh, but it updated the thing. 2 minutes and 53 seconds ago. Long range probe successfully. Well, that actually does update. Observatory. And that's the cue for me to stand out here. Can't catch me, okay, fine. Nothing special there anyways. Hollow protection stone. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe. Alright, this is also one I've read before. I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface of the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are 2 trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I think the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is that place that I've yet to gain access to. If I have my guess, it's probably been about 5 minutes in this loop. Let me in. Okay, let's take a look at you. Ocean depths. That's the one place I have not gone yet. Bramble Island. I don't want to go to Dark Bramble. I don't like the idea of Dark Bramble. Dark Bramble can eat my ass. Look, I haven't even played Subnautica. Well, I've played it a bit, but on creative. Statues were designed to... Okay, yeah, so it's Statue Island I want to go to next. And we have liftoff. It's the big kahuna. Where is Statue Island? Right there. So, I haven't found everything here. But it's listed for the workshop, so... just in time to get up to one of the higher temperature places. Ow! Man, that has some heft to it. It just shoves you right in there. I mean, understandable because, like, yeah, so this is a safety feature. Time to take a sippy. Sweet, non-sugared root beer. Seriously, diet root beer, A&W brands. It's so good. For example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time? Not my physical body, but my essence. That is actually a concept explored by Steins Gate. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't that the end result identical in either case? Yeah, Steins Gate is, for those who've never watched it, I admittedly only have the cliff notes. It's basically about time travel, but like it approaches it from several different angles, such as mental transmission, actual physical time travel, that sort of jazz. Kindly step back so Daz is not... See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in this star system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ashe Twin Project. This extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He's outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory to the storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ashe Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask of the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai. I believe that was what I missed last time. Yeah, I was kind of skipping through and didn't realize that you could, like, those disc things were meant to be perceived as like a multiple thing. But since I'm pretty sure... Huh! I'm gonna unlock this and check to see if it's properly updated on the screen. Heavy gravity! Heavy gravity! Ah, okay. That literally leads right to that thing. Okay. Ashe Twin Project. Kind of interested in Ashe Twin now. Do I have the time? I don't think I do. So, I'm gonna lift off. And not fly into the sun. I'm gonna go back to Emberhearth, and I know there are some ruins on that I haven't even touched. Or don't you dare go around that planet. Don't you dare. No, 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 you bitch. I'm still perceiving you. I'm still perceiving you. Do you feel seen, Quantum Moon? Fair enough. Go back! Go back! Fine. Okay. No, stop trying to be so... What? Right. I forgot. I'm supposed to fucking make it so that if I... Next time. I flew into it, flew through it, and it disappeared. But I suspect I either need to launch a probe onto it or launch something onto something nearby. I don't know. Damn, that just fucking booked it. You! You're right there. Well, hello, interloper. Well. Not sure how to fucking manage this puzzle. Could you... I suspect I'm supposed to get a little bit more information on this. I understand the mechanics of quantum objects. But this thing is here. Or... and disappear. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Whatever. I can come back at another time. All right, this is the dark bramble part. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Techite. Hey, hatchling. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Me. Saw something crash on the horizon and didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over here. Is that a dark bramble seed? You think so? It's nothing I've ever seen on Timber Hearth before, so you're probably onto something there. Whatever it is, it's put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the looks of this thing, hatchling, and that's the fact. I think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this. Hey Zeph, how goes? Sweet. Ah, yes. Who doesn't love going back to work after January? My dad's birthday is literally like the day you go back to school in January. He fucking hated it. Well, speaking of which, that's in like 3 days, I want to say. Oh. Yeah, I have a lot of pity for those who are born in December and January, respectively. You're either, oh yeah, just in time to go back to work, or, oh yeah, we're going to give you just your Christmas presents and just your birthday presents. You know, because we can't afford to do both. Because it's expensive, please understand. It's like, do your family planning better. Have people born in October, just like everybody else. This is some real heresy here. Huh. And there's the camp. I wonder... Ow! Yeah, I can't go in there. Probably don't want to go into there. That's the main settlement. We're breaking through, soaring, flying, and other stuff. I never watched High School Musical. Even though it technically was in with my generation to take an interest, it just wasn't interesting. Why, hello there. Am I? After closer observations, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so unfortunately, we'll have to mine one of the other sites. There are a few other cave sites that look promising. What about 2B? Shares similar formations and strata. This sounds promising. Will you and your mentor investigate? If mining site 2B proves safe for this native species, we'll move our work here. On the opposite hand, new life. This species is semi-aquatic and very hardy. The ecosystem here is quite robust, so I believe they'll thrive in the long run. Be cautious near the pools if you visit to meet them. They remind me of the subterranean species that my mentor, Milleray, once told me about from when our clan used to travel across the universe. I imagine she would have enjoyed these life forms greatly. High School Musical? Yeah, it never really looked like it was my thing either. I don't know, it just feels a little bit too, like, the main character, from what I understand, has, like, the most, like, egregiously, like, oh no, I'm spoiled for choice, situation. Dwarf maxed. I was watching them once during a rest, and the hours escaped me. They're fascinating. I wonder what their fourth eye does. Site is safe, Coleus says we'll continue to monitor our activities and its effects on the life. Aw, that's cute. Oh shit. Ow. Oh. I think I just ran out of time. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Oh! Mining site 2B. I don't remember this place. Of all the puzzles that I might have not grasped, it was literally opening the doors probably that might have rebuffed me a few times. Ah! Yeah, no, like, I remember High School Musical being on in theaters near me, and just not being interested. And then finding out that it was kind of like a cultural marvel as, like, stuff was going on. Like, it was one of those in the background to me things, but then everybody had, like, the Zac Efron hair. Yep, that is firmly me running out of time in this loop. Sunshine music begins to play. If I can catch the deep space probe. much. I'm always reminded of how, so like, there's this area in the Lower Mainland called, I refuse, Talus World of Science. I refuse. It is Science World. It will remain Science World. Talus can buy it all they like, but I don't give a fuck. Yo. Fucking, anyways. Yo, it's basically like a place where you go, you pay a little bit of money, you see some, like, exhibits that, like, you know, evoke some aspect of science, like fluid dynamics, you know, that sort of thing sometimes, but, you know, a lot of different things. And I think briefly they had, like, a NASA exhibit there where you could, like, or this might have been the planetarium, where you could, like, do a simulation where you try to, like, land a space shuttle on, like, the International Space Station. I was no good at it, like, genuinely no good. Okay, where was Ember Hearth? Timber Hearth, I mean. You're on the other side of the sun. You are flying around the sun. But yeah, my flight's like a brat stall. It's got attitude. Ah! Oh, there's a ruin that's out in the open. Let's land there and take a look at it. Let's try not to crash there and take a look at it. Okay, I'm taking my suit only because I need the jetpacks, but I don't need the air because there's a breathable atmosphere here. Such a tiny world. Oh, this goes up to the platform. Or can, anyways. Could have probably landed in the caldera, but I don't know, walking over and doing all this shit, yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, so this is to be, or not to be. That is the question. mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside of Ashe Twin's core. I'm relieved by our clan's decision to use timber hearts ore only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I'm confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. They're sealing off all entrances. I hope they've planned accordingly. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns, Coleus. How else would he improve? Ash stone. Put you down. Okay, so this is the room. And there are 3 active, which means Dad's still out there. Somewheres. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Ueno. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ashe Twin project. It's exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is completed, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ashe Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we've finished the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. Huh. Ugh. Crickety crack my neck. Oh, okay. Wait, maybe there's more here? Down below. Drill holes, boreholes. Like a glove. Ghost matter. Ah, I very nearly took some damage. Ah. Anyways. Well, Ashe Twin is probably not wise to approach at this time because it's full of sand. Valspar. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. This tower located on Brittle Hollow's equator held useful knowledge for... Solanum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow's equator to learn one final rule before embarking on her pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. Okay, yeah, I never finished the Tower of Quantum Trials, which is on Giant's Deep. Let's see if I have enough time. Not far from it, so it might not, but can't hurt. Ramming speed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oosh. It's like being on Spanx. Actually, funnily enough, Spanx is only 1.3 times Earth's gravity. Fine. I understand the concept of the puzzle, but I'm a bit driven to do it quickly. I don't have the time. Oh, fuck. We'll conquer this one, though. It's just frustrating. Learn the rule of quantum imagining. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who came before you, and your path guides those who will follow later. Okay. Everything. Let me... Are you kidding me? I'm having difficulty getting up the stairs. Other quantum shards. That would be, say, like the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, for instance. I should go to the Northern Glacier on Brittle Hollow. There's apparently more to find there. Ugh. What is the state of things? Breaking through, soaring. What is that other thing floating around the sun? Oh, just ran out of time. The music from the end of Dragonheart begins to play. Otherwise known as 90s trailer music. Man, my legs are cold. It's like those fucking Honestly, you could argue that this whole storyline is basically like the equivalent to a child's imaginings or something like that. Because everything feels like some kids fucking like banged together, you know, plywood fort. And we're just like in the imaginings of this like really dramatic fucking child. So like, Mom, Dad, me and my friends, we went on an adventure that involved a Groundhog Day loop and perpetual cycles of life and death, and also finding out the meaning of the universe. That's nice, dear. Okay. Oh, yeah, I gotta put on my spacesuit or I will freeze or choke and die. All I gotta say is the child that came up with this, this imagining, really into astronomy. Really into astronomy. Might be autistic. Sometimes greets us in the night sky, your thoughts or interest. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? I suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. There can exist too much lava. Hypothesis. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Well, hello there, you know, interloper. Anglerfish fossil. Yeah, I kind of figured that there was more there in the Sunless City to see, but I just kind of ran out of time. Many such cases. Hanging Garden of Babylon. I believe I've read this one, hence why I'm getting kind of skippy through it. Yeah, I've been here before, so... The north of Rybax. Okay, I kind of want to go there, but do I have the time? Oh yeah, certainly there's more to explore there. I kind of figured. Both kind of died, though. Hospitable my ass. soul sleeps below. You must not slip. We call this a one-way trip. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here, though this area is somewhat unstable. It's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by the meteor impacts. Huh. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare, profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. Ah. I kind of figured that was the eye of the universe. That. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well on Melaray. Interesting. So, something up there's got trapped by Grim Bramble. Why did the vessel crash in the first place? We warped to follow the curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Is the vessel unwell in some way? Noah Nona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Suppose it wasn't the problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. I see. So... Okay, so I've been to Escape Pod 1 and 2. And the ship was entangled in Dark Bramble, as was the third Escape Pod. That's fucked up. Oh, thank God. Air. Which gives us hope. Holy, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be a me without you. Man, their writing system is neat, but good God. I can't imagine that being in real life something other than a genuinely just spiritually intended writing script. Writing scripts tend to, you know, be either stacked or columned in ordered rows, because writing tends to be about like delivering like knowledge in an efficient fashion. Artistic, you know, takes on it exist, but like generally speaking, you know, you're not going to write in a fashion that's like requires like a million years and an arts degree to you know, fucking master. You want something that can be understood by people relatively easily. ashtray. My brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2 or 3? Was he able to board an escape pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving. I mean, okay. Nostalgia bids me say Warcraft 1 to 3, plus Total War 1 to 3 has so very much additional content that it's really expensive. And will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. Not to know it, anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. And only hope that you are safe, geek, wherever you are. Ow! Ah, fair. It's really up to you. Warcraft, you know, is just like a very much more classic RTS experience, whereas I think Total War tends to be a more modern take. I haven't really played many RTSs in recent years, and my perception is that a lot of them have kind of, to a lesser degree, kind of imitated either more grand strategy games or more, you know, 4X games. Settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary one? We need to stay close to the escape pods so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree, we're here because the eye signal called to us. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruption. What if we use the gravity crystal to craft a stable path? Okay. I'm sure I'm close to time on this bucket loop, but whatever. What that is. Yeah, like, it very much feels more like something a culture would use for spiritual writing. Like, that is absolutely a thing. You know, fucking, I want to say it's Hinduism does that whole, like, sand drawing thing as a form of, like, you know, spiritual whatever. I'm not sure what the word is, so I'll go with spiritual whatever. It's meant to, you know, it's meant to do a thing. You know, everything in any spiritual, like, you know, like, religious belief is meant to have a purpose in some way, shape, or form. So, like, you know, fucking doing sand drawing, for instance, you know, that is one of the ways that people explore their beliefs in Hinduism. It's a complex practice and ephemeral in nature because it's done with sand, colored sand. But like, in general, it serves a purpose. But if you wanted something more concrete, more lasting, then you would, of course, use something that's, going to stay in its shape. The sort of exhaustive but, like, artful fashion is generally there for, like, Did time just run out? No, it did not. It's meant for a purpose, is what I'm getting at. Like, it's not purposeless. It's not there to just be like, oh, LOL, we're writing. You don't do it to convey a message. You do it to convey some inherent feeling, essentially. I'm not very eloquent when I'm essentially, like, operating at cross purposes here. I'm in the Hanging City. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they have learned in science and art. It's called the festival. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance to, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Formation of this universe from Solanum. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to grow together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's a scary thing to think about, even though Corey tells me that it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. It's a school for children. Dare I say a skull of Virginia? Yeah, okay. why we should build a new vessel. It probably wouldn't be hard to get the parts if we stopped building other new things and if we broke down the other structures like the towers on Ashe Twin, for instance. We might have built a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we could make it bigger, larger once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search for the Eye of the Universe. I asked Yarrow, he says we use lots of resources for the Ashe Twin project. We could even have a warp core for jumping a long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel, because Poke is smart. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Nomai to remain in one place for so long. Nomai are wanderers and have no permanent home. If we build a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan would be stuck here in this star system. Could even meet with other Nomai and learn from them, like Coleus says we used to. I mean, it makes sense that it would be a Fibonacci spiral. These people seem to be very much like explorers going on like a path to like, the final frontier and all that jazz. Very focused on learning, very focused on, understanding. And as a result, they're more or less like, essentially, very nerdy like that, so it would be a Fibonacci spiral. Forge District, Eye Shrine District, Meltwater District, School District. Black Hole Forge Controls. A new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. Now, the Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of its designs to me. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate a basic design. The safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth of the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. To search for the eye is a futile one. We should choose the option with the least potential harm. To retrieve the warp core from the vessel, this would require a return to Dark Bramble Plume, my father said. Many good nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and an old mentor once discovered and studied an angler fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. What Mallory and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed set it, sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was a little time to assess the nature of or extent of damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Well. Here comes the sun. Doo 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 doo. Actually. Okay. Oh. Let's go back to the Sunless City. Oh shit! Oh shit! definitely did happen. Did I startle you or something, Zeph? Your first launch went well then? Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. What are you up to? Cornfowls asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to have spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one, but keep an eye or four on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Tell me what can I do you for? About the Adelrock's main crater. Did you? I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid or just partially made of ice, like a much colder or giant's deep. It's hard to say. It used to be the fifth planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. In its place is dark bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the fifth planet used to occupy. That is, dark bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the fifth planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely and its shards were flung across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, such as that rock, which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they are actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespan, which is why it's so unusual to see two in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realize. Sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfells either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore? I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in this campsite. Seen the old shipwreck on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere, the one shooting a great beam of light? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across Twin, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where did they live? Maybe the answer lies underground. 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. Oh, awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is falling from Ashe Twin to Ember Twin. But did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of the sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. The unique wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost? It disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without a warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't wasn't there anymore. He had limited supply of air, I'm afraid for him. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. Ah! velocity cannon. Sunless City. Okay. Let's just summon back. I fear our situation may be dire. Hi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from it somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice of the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the reading. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow the protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Still Ember Twin. Okay, yeah, that's... yeah, that's just great. Thought this would be a shortcut into the fucking Sunless City, but no. I'm in a dire situation. Whoa! Oh, God. 2 fucking moments. I'm gonna have to fucking go back and clip at some point. How I wound up on fucking Ember Twin, how it was going. Oh, I'm sure there absolutely was something more to see. But I got obliterated. Hingingu Garden of Babylon. Yeah, I kind of want to... Caves, you say. Spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin. A nomai called Mysteriously Vanished. Ember Twin's North Pole. Yeah, okay. I'm going to Ember Twin. Okay, this time when I'm about 4 kilometers out now. Well, that's certainly a thing. Up. Not mean to break that. Yes, I'm more than well aware that that was stupid. I was like, I wonder if I can dash through the ghost matter in a fast enough period that I'll survive. I've done it before. Where is there? And now. suit on, right? Okay. Which of these is... Yeah, when it comes to like spiritualism, you know, the effort is the point in a lot of cases. So like, you know, if something's arduous, slow, and fucking ornery to like learn how to do, that's kind of like the point. It's often treated like, you know, you must master your patience and you know, the art necessary to do this to truly achieve enlightenment and stuff like that. Oh. Let's not fuck around with that too much. Warp a receiver or brittle hollow very slightly before departing. Entering the corresponding. It is possible for an object to. Art Deco really does have that sort of like. Since it's not quite as ethereal as Art Nouveau, it has that kind of like advanced feel, if you know what I mean, like high craftsmanship. Brilliance required this, but not necessarily like angelic, like perfection or some crap like that. So it really does kind of fit as like an alien, but like crystal towers and togas alien species. What we want to try and reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. All right. Experiments have reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Rami, Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Rami and I are about to run new tests. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. It's beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical applications. Okay. Not entirely sure what they did. Huh. Sun, Ashe twin. Not recognize that one. I recognize none of these symbols. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it has actually sent to the warp. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary power. Ram and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit those proposed new energy and warp technologies. The only location large enough would be Ashe Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie. My pun was unintended, Rami, so I believe it's you who's aeriform. And poop. Doop. Doop. The Ashe Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically, to build it. We need a way to travel quickly between Ashe Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we used warp towers like the ones we have on the Whitehole station to connect Ashe Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ashe Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the timber hearth tower after a geyser mountain. Huh. Remain closed for some time, Pioneer running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings. An update. The high energy tower is now being used to design the Ashe Twin project. If you're here to help or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the specifically me can prove inconvenient. The lab currently can only be accessed by the path from Sunless City. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. It's an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. So this allows a path from the city, allegedly. What's the tablet for this? Where's a nice place to land? Because this shit is fucking annoying. Now. Fresh from the Black Hole Forge, Root is installing this core sibling in Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ashe Twin project is underway. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive. The forge and my unfinished work is calling. I'll return with more materials. I confess, I'm deeply curious about what you and Pope found on the Whitehall station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The Whitehall station is the model for the towers being built for the Ashe Twin project, so a twin visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehall station with you, Larry. Yarrow, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister in romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron star, and go meet her on the Whitehall station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Yeah, the lead devs definitely like patterns. It's gonna happen. Gonna get flung off into the sun. Fascinating. The core of this planet doesn't really become accessible until probably about ready to burst. I'm more than certain we're about at the end of this cycle. I'll be back to that area. I was kind of like, oh shit, the sun's starting. I better record this real quick. Real quick. Sun station. You mentioned the sun station. Let's check. Nothing nothing to add to my cork board. I think I will actually call the stream there because I am getting immaculately hungry. Is that even a thing? I am so glad that I don't have the screen capture for that. If I can switch to a... Okay. I'm gonna fucking raid on Riona today. Dear sister mine, apologies if you're still watching. You may get flashbanged. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for your viewership. Thanks for coming, Zeph. Thanks for coming, Corin Bell. Laters.